When we walked into these offices 5 years ago almost now, Connecticut was getting barely passable grades in the way that we treated public information. And now the independent organizations that look at this, give Connecticut an A, but we're not done. We want an A+. I like to think of us as overachievers. The work is never ending. It's not like you can sort of check the box and say, I fulfilled my campaign promises around transparency, because there's always a new and innovative way to put it out there and new data sets that come online and are available. And then that engages a whole new universe of people who are interested in a very sort of narrow set of issues, let's say around water quality in the Connecticut River watershed. That's not something that I spend a lot of time on, but there are people in the environmental community who want to get at that and want to get at it soon. We are having significant conversations in Connecticut, and a lot of it sort of comes out of this office around what are our utilities, what is our infrastructure, and we're trying to take the leap now with the people of Connecticut and getting them to think about data the same way, or at least the mechanisms by which we transmit data in the same way that we think about roads and rails and ports and planes, right? So because we are a data-rich government, as most are, we knew when we put data out, we wanted it to not only be available in its raw form, right? So you could download a complete data set, walk away with it, and use that information, whether you're a member of the media or an academic or just someone who's interested. But then from there, knowing that the majority of users are not going to do that, and they're going to want to see some visualization of their question. They're going to want to pull financial information from one place, usually our office, with public health outcome from another place, and be able to bring those together and look at dollars invested in outcomes, for example. Really critical. It's been interesting to have commissioners and other people say, I learned something from my own data because I saw it in a different way. It helps them to plan better, right? This is about not only public engagement and problem solving, it's about making sure government is designed and administered in a way that is sustainable over time, and that we stop doing things in the way we always did things just because it's the way we've always done things. And having that data inside is useful, and be able to compare yourself between agencies, for example. How many bodies does it take to do this task versus a similar task at another agency? All of that information is generally held in a governor's office or in their management office. But each individual commissioner, for example, doesn't always get to see that and compare themselves to others unless it's in a punitive way. That's not a great way, and is counter to the way I think business conducts itself and the most high-performing governments do their business. You're willing to put information out there even when it doesn't put you in the best possible light. And as long as you're aware and committed to making things better and doing those things consistent with a set of values that we may agree on, then that's sort of the best outcome in all of this, is that we get to the point where we understand as adults that we're not going to agree 100% of the time, but rather, based on a common set of values, we're going to come to a decision, and we're going to use the data to drive it.